If it wasn't for Black Americans, I, as an African person, wouldn't have the opportunities that I have today in America. So I keep seeing a lot of these comments about how Black Americans relate to my statement about Nigerians don't actually care about Nigerians. They only care about being wealthy to show off to underprivileged Nigerians. That's not how Black Americans operate. Like, I grew up in Nigeria and Black America. The one thing I will tell you about Black Americans, you see how they're into government. They build up their intellect to get into government to try to do better and support their communities, and they fight to support their communities. If you look at how far in 400 years, 500 years, what African Americans have done, and the level of they made life, it's not completely equal, but Black Americans have done a good job of fighting for the rights of their fellow Black Americans to have a better life in America. If it wasn't for Black Americans, I, as an African person, wouldn't have the opportunities that I have today in America. If it wasn't for Black Americans, I wouldn't have the opportunities I have today. So I can't really say that, because Black Americans may have their issues, but they have a better sense of community than Africans. I can say for Nigerians, they have a better sense of community, and they enjoy communal, like making sure, I'm not saying that they do it perfectly, but you can tell that they put up a fight for their community. They put up a fight for their community more than Nigerians. Sorry, it hurts, but that's the truth.
Hello wonderful people, welcome once again to another episode on my YouTube channel. I'm Marvin, and if it's your first time watching my videos, feel free to hit the subscribe icon and like my videos. You can also share this video to your colleagues and family if you feel this video is educative. On today's special episode, we'll be discussing if Black Americans are really doing better than Africans. This is a debate that has been going on the diaspora's wars. Black Americans feel they have a strong urge, they are far way better than Africans in general. Well, Black Americans generally earn higher incomes than most Africans. Black Americans have greater access to formal education, with high school and college enrollment relatively high. In many African nations, school infrastructure and quality are still developing and access is unequal. Many Africans live in majority Black societies with less racial discrimination in daily life. Black Americans face structural racism, discrimination, and identity struggles in a country where there are minority. Black Americans live in a constitutional democracy with civil rights protections, even though racial injustice is still a major issue. In some African countries, political instability, corruption, and repression are significant progress. Let's watch the arguments from the following videos.
Gonna need Americans to stop comparing the United States of America to Africa, okay? Because number one, they're completely different. Africa is a continent. The United States of America is a country, okay? If you don't know the difference, I'm gonna need you to Google. So for the most part, everybody in the United States of America is American, okay? Because it's a country. America, so you be American, okay? Are you with me? So our country, the United States of America, is part of North America, okay? Imagine someone from South Africa, right? And they see me and they're like, oh, you're North American. Although I'm from North America, I'm from the United States of America, right? All right, so when you, as an American, you go and you see someone from South Africa and you're like, oh, you're African. Huh? Africa is not a third world country. Africa is a continent. There are countries within Africa, okay? I need y'all to understand this, because y'all are getting on this internet and y'all aren't educated and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then these South Africans and Ethiopians and Nigerians are eating y'all the fuck up respectfully because y'all are racist and disrespectful.
African Americans are better than Africans in any sense of the word. We walk better, we talk better, we dress better. We're more influential. We're one of the most influential groups on the planet, the most impactful groups on the planet. Everybody around here doing hip hop and R&B, you know, but I hardly know anything about Africa.
Do you know Black Americans are the richest Black people on earth?
What statistic
Africa.
is that? Okay, I need you to pull that up like right now.
You can. Black Americans,
No,
per capita on average.
Can you pull that up?
I'm hosting an event right now. I don't know what to tell you. But
well, I'm participating.
Anyone can fact check me on this. So you cannot find a black majority country or any country where black people have significant representation where they are as wealthy. Because even the poorest people in America are in the top 5%, the top 2% of wealth around the world. And so my whole belief is stop acting like you're a victim and start making better choices.
Not acting like a victim, whoa.
Respect.
This is not a victim mentality.
No, it fundamentally is, because white people are not out to get you. There is nothing holding black people back. Let me say that again. There is nothing holding black people back. In fact, the opposite. You can get into colleges with lower test scores, but you could say things that white people can't say and not be fired for.
Since we're sending out reminders, this is just a friendly reminder that Black Americans are not African. We are not African American. And I'm not saying that as a way to try to disassociate ourselves from our lineage. Yes, we have lineage that comes from the coast of West Africa. Yes, that is a part of our lineage, but we are not African. We are not African American. I really just wish that we would drop that part of the title, because it does not describe in full like really who and what we are. And it also confuses people about our Americanness, and it makes them feel like we are immigrants like the other people that come over here. We're not immigrants. I saw this TikTok from this guy from West Africa. He's like he's living in the United States, and he's like, if I get tired of this place, if I get tired of this country, I can just go home. You guys can't do that. You guys can't go home. Honey, we are home. America is our home. We were born and bred here. There is no other place. There is no other country. It's just here. And this is what I'm saying. We are not immigrants. So that's why just a friendly reminder.
I'm an African American. I am the only person in the world who's had issues or who's faced discrimination. No, you're not. American black people are not the only people who've gone through hardship in this world. The same way slavery or the history of America has an impact on black people, history itself still impacts black people across the world today. And that's what a lot of you don't seem to understand. Your great-granddad or your granddad was a slave. Fair enough, innit? But so many African nations are still being affected by the West today. Look at Congo. As a clear example, it doesn't have to be slavery in your face for it to still be slavery in your face. Do you know where the resources in your iPhones come from? Congo. Them man are still going through it right now. I'm an African American. I am the only person in the world who's had issues or who's faced discrimination. No, you're not. I'm an African American. All these people are stealing our culture. It's not really you. It's because of the country where you're from has this real big impact on media. So yes, a lot of us in the world, white, black, blue, pink, grew up on American culture. Not specifically black, but hip hop is cool. Hip hop is dominant. Athletes are cool. Like any child and every young person in the world, you look up to people you can identify with. So if you see a Michael Jordan, a Tupac, a Biggie, a Jay-Z, you're going to admire them and you might adopt elements of their culture. It's not rocket science. It's not that deep. You're not the only black people who have to navigate being a minority in another part of the world. So relax.
Bro, I'm reaching out to the African community. Why don't y'all like us? Because when I be at work and I be trying to talk to the African people, it always seems like they be like looking at me funny or side-eyeing me. And at first I was thinking maybe they just don't understand me that well. Maybe they're not well acquainted with the way we speak or something. I don't know. But somebody brought it to my attention that they just don't like African American people. And I didn't believe it at first. But then I started noticing certain little things. One of my coworkers was like, if you notice, they always cool with the white people. They love white people. I'm like, no, I don't think it's that. Like, there's no way they like white people more than they like us. That don't even make sense. I'll never forget. I was walking down this long pathway at my job. It's like a long pathway. And I see somebody just running this way like super, super fast. And it was an African. And I'm sitting there watching this. And she's a beautiful African lady, like super beautiful. Like, but she running this way. I'm looking like, what's she running from? It's a white dude behind her chasing her. And they both just laughing and giggling. I'm like, ain't that the same girl I was just trying to talk to yesterday and she act like she couldn't understand nothing I was saying? How she having so much fun talking to this white man, but she can't be cool with me? Like, that's insane. Like, why don't y'all like us? Like, what is it that y'all don't like about us? I thought we was cool. And then as time went on, more and more, like, down the line, I'm starting to peep, like, this is a reoccurring pattern. Like, it keep on happening. I'm starting to peep that ain't no Africans trying to talk to me. They all act funny towards me, but they do be messing with the white people. And I'm like, bro, that's a real thing? Like, I used to hear people say it, but I didn't really believe it. Like, I'm not the type of person that just hear something and just believe it automatically. Like, I gotta see for myself. And once I really seen it, like this same African lady I was just trying to talk to yesterday, not being flirtatious, not being weird or nothing, like regular conversation, just trying to, you know what I mean, help make the day go by, like not even saying nothing bad or nothing. This same lady who wouldn't even give me a conversation was being chased down by a white man, laughing and giggling. I couldn't believe it. Why don't y'all like us? I understand we're a little bit Americanized and everything like that, and we're a little bit brainwashed, and you know, we can be ignorant at times, but every African American is not like that. I don't like to see myself as an ignorant person who runs around starting I don't do that. You know what I mean? I don't do that at all. So I don't understand. It's very frustrating. I don't even want to talk about it no more. But hey, have y'all ever experienced that?
Whether Black Americans are doing better than Africans depends heavily on what metrics you are comparing: economics, education, political, freedom, healthcare, safety, cultural identity, or racial mobility. There's no universal answer. Economically, educationally, and medically, Black Americans generally have an advantage, but Africans often have stronger cultural identity and fewer racial struggles in their home countries. Some Africans who migrate to start businesses are thriving globally. Likewise, many Black Americans are breaking barriers in science, business, entertainment, and politics. Do you support the statement Black Americans are doing better and rich more than Africans? Give me a reason for your justification in the comment section below. Remember, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching. Bye.